We are currently chained to a table and are being forced to roll dice until we earn enough money and dark matter to buy our freedom back. Over time, we become more and more powerful and earn enough money and dark matter to put us on FBI's most wanted list. Be sure to stick around until the end and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. So the moral of this game is to hover over these little blocks here, and when they flip, they land on a number, and so that one we got 2. And so that gives us money. When it lands the higher number, the more we make. So that landed on 1, we got $1. You probably get the gist of this, but welcome your sleepy faces back. If this is your first time watching, thanks for joining us. If you are watching this and you are subscribed, I love you, and I hope you're having a blessed day. So let's get into this game. We are just going to be flipping this die around. We are going to be absolutely on its tushy. More so than my manager is at my job. We're going to get more die. We're going to do our best to keep these in the air as much as possible, so we just keep getting the most amount of money possible. It's fairly satisfying, and it's nice that we don't have to click or anything. It's just you hover your mouse over it and then we have just income. So +1 to the dice income, that's nice. We have a skill tree here. It looks like we need dark matter, but that's +1 overall income. That's pretty huge, I'd say at the beginning here. So I'm just gonna be hovering over as much of these as possible. But yeah, I'm excited to be back. Had a great weekend, a good day with my wife for her birthday weekend. It's been a really great time just being able to spend time with her, so I appreciate your guys' patience. I uploaded on Thursday, and I've been trying to keep to a Friday and Monday-ish schedule as far as posting, just to keep my schedule pretty busy, but also just pretty clear. But it's been really fun working on all these projects, and glad to have you guys along with the ride and just enjoying it as well and giving me feedback, and it's been really helpful, so thank you guys for all that. But let's just keep getting more die. A little bit of a lag there with my mouse. I don't know if you guys know this, but my setup is pretty janky as far as my computer. I have a decent computer. I have 4070, just a regular 4070 in my PC, and my CPU is pretty decent as well. But as far as my desk, I'm using like one of those foldable plastic tables. Like, it's like, what's that guy's name? The man, I don't remember. Kentucky Ballistics guy. That's what his channel's name is. Like those black foldable tables that he has and destroys every single episode. I have 2 of those in an L shape, and that's acting as my desk for my work/home office. And so I don't even have a mouse pad, so hopefully you guys don't hear my swiping around, because that would be pretty annoying if it picked it up. But we are just keeping on these die. We don't necessarily need to go around the whole map, I guess, just because by the time we get around most of them, the die had already landed, so we should probably just stick in one area so we don't waste time moving around, and that way it saves my wrist as well. Don't absolutely kill my wrist, give me carpal tunnel and have to retire and go on full disability. But yeah, so far, pretty simple game, pretty simple concept. Might as well get that +1 income. Oh yeah, it's gonna help us out a bit. It's like getting a 10% increase automatically, even more than that actually. But my goal is to get the dark matter upgrade so we can start upgrading a lot of the bonus stuff. I feel like that's going to be the biggest part of it, because I'm pretty sure we get to upgrade our die and make them better or get better dice from those upgrades. So I think we're going to be focusing dark matter completely. Goal is to 100% this game and to do it pretty legit. Don't want to cheat at all. So we unlock dark matter. So now we have a little sketchy black orb stuff that we're feeding. It flying over reminded me the black mist thing from Lost. I watched one episode of that with my wife, but at the time we were boyfriend and girlfriend, and just the first episode of Lost is not that great, especially watching it now compared to like when it came out for the first time. It's not even close to being that great. But I was more into the show Heroes at the time. I was really into just the scary dude in there, how he was like killing everybody, stealing their powers and stuff. He did such a good job as that bad guy. So I was really into the show, really wanted it to go somewhere, but can't quite remember if it actually ended or not, or if it just kind of stopped airing. I don't know if any of you guys were fans of the show or not, but I really would like to actually look that up and see if they ended up finishing it or not. But in the meantime, we are just getting dice. Just dice is what we're getting. $340 for the next die. We're getting pretty speedy as far as the amount of stuff that we're getting. I could probably get another upgrade there, but let's see, 5% maxable buying dice, 10% chance of higher roll, 10% overall income. But we need to do our base income first, because that's going to get us the most. And then once we get our base income up, we can start doing those percentage ones, and then it will kind of skyrocket from there, go exponentially. And that will really work out for us. But man, I can already feel it in my wrist. This is kind of insane. I'm gonna go for the income upgrade, just so we have another +1. That way we're doing it in both the the dark matter and with cash. $1,000. It seemed like no time at all we got that cash. That's what I'm talking about. So I will say it was really nice just editing an hour-long or so video versus a 2.5-hour video. That was really nice, but was it as nice of a video for you guys? I noticed it hasn't got quite the traction that the other ones have, but I'm sure there's many reasons for that. I know a lot of the popular YouTubers posted a bunch of Cole LLC videos recently, which in some cases helps, but in some cases I've seen that it doesn't help because everyone wants to watch their videos, and it's because they know what they're doing. They're well refined videos and they're very entertaining. They know what to cut out and what not, whereas I'm doing just full form videos, which for most people, they don't want to watch full form videos. They want to watch it kind of just the important bits. And, I think there's a time and a place for that, but maybe for like this video, for example, like it's not going to be very entertaining watching the entire thing of me just circling around, just getting all these upgrades. Maybe just these early rounds showing more of the raw film, and then later on as it gets more grindy, I'm gonna get some of these upgrades actually. Yeah, once it gets more grindy, then kind of skipping a little bit. I think that makes sense. I could probably be doing that for Cole LLC at this point, but I've been thinking about doing some more like speedy runs of it. Not just like to day 15, but to day 25. So like seeing how fast I can get to day 25. I've been pretty curious about that because I have been going the full form or the full days, digging the entire time when I have way more of the coal quota. Yeah, we'll see. We have just about 4,000 income there, so we'll get the rest of the die the rest of the cash that we get. Definitely gotten a good amount of the money upgrades to get us to a good spot. More dice. And then I'm going to take a look at the dark matter upgrades again. So we have this 10% upgrade, and then we have 10% higher chance, and then we can buy more. And then there's this area, cursor upgrade, or unlocks cursor area upgrade. Okay, we can definitely use that. Is that under that upgrade? Okay, so now we have the circle. So it doesn't need to just be our cursor area. It's just the circle. This is going to be really nice. It's going to kill my wrist still, but I'm all game for it. 2,500. Oh yeah, let's just keep increasing that. How much is it? 5%? It's barely anything for the upgrade, but I'm sure there's a lot more. Although we have 10. I'm sure there's more upgrades in the tree. I just hope it gets big enough to where I don't have to move around too much. Otherwise, I'm going to have to call my doctor and explain this to him. It's probably not going to be covered under insurance. Although, is anything covered under insurance? Not in my experience. But we're not grumbling, guys. We are thankful. We're rolling 6s. In some cases, we're rolling 12s. But we just want to keep on rolling this. We're in good mood. The music is pretty chill in the game. Pretty nice. We're feeling good. I was able to have a frozen pizza today for lunch. Oh, it was glorious. Although it was a flat crust pizza. I don't know how you guys feel about flat crust pizzas, but I really like a fluffy crust. A fluffy, doughy, just airy dough crust that tastes fantastic. It might just be because it fills me up more, but I really enjoy those the most. And at a pizza joint in town here, they have what's called boss sauce, and I'm pretty sure it's like just sriracha sauce and tomato sauce mixed together. But it's a great mixture of the tomatoiness plus spice and sweetness. It's really great. So let's check out we got the last area upgrade. Could hardly tell the size there, but we'll go for skill tree. We have almost 1,200 of those. I think, oh yeah, we want more dark matter gain here. So we were getting like what, 1 per thing? Or do we get dark matter based on what we land on too? And is it for every die? So we can afford the next one too. So we're gonna focus on this one, I think. Do this one as well. Roll speed. So I'm assuming that's the speed it flies up and comes down. So that's, even though that's only 5% multiple times is pretty good. So we are going to make sure that we get all of the die. 1,000 for the next one. Got all the die. Take a look at this. We can unlock the bronze die for 1,800. Although, yeah, let's get those. We can get more, but we'll do the high chance of rolling higher numbers and just keep going. Yeah, I really need to invest in a mouse pad. This is kind of nails on a chalkboard, actually. It's kind of crazy. Hopefully the mic isn't picking it up because it's not great. But we're at about 1,400 now. Once we get to 1,500, we'll buy some more. We'll see, we'll get the dark matter and keep on going. The more dark matter upgrades we can get, the faster we'll get to the other upgrades, so it's well worth the investment. See, this is like one of those more active idler games where you have to just use your own, in this case, your own body to get all this stuff that you need, which is fine. It's not your traditional idler. It's like not even a clicker. It's like a swiper game, which is an interesting new category we've fallen into. Oh, what is this? Helper hand. Idle mode. What in the world? We're getting to a weird territory here. I think the best thing that we should do is get the income. We'll get that a couple times. So we just went up like 70%. Oh yeah, we're getting tons of money now. But I guess if we don't have anything to buy, then how does that help us? So I did see the option to buy more of the regular dye, and I might do that, or I might just save up for the copper dye. I believe that was what it was, or it was bronze, one of the two. Is there anything else in the shop? No. I think I'm going to go for the income and then the copper dye, or the bronze dye. Overall income from the bronze dye, and then get more of those, just so, and just buy whatever. Anything helps. So just get, oh, that's the income, not the dye. So we have one, and it's 20 per roll if I get a 6. So it's not anywhere near the regular dye thus far, but it's a dye and it'll get us more of the dark matter, so that's all we care about at this point. So let's just get all the ones that we can. If they could just gather up in one area, that would be fantastic. All of this swiping in circles and back and forth is making my mic just fling back and forth, so hopefully it's not picking up any noises. Sound very fishy if it does. Or I'll just have to pick up my arm and do it like this instead. Be very uncomfortable if I keep doing this for a while. So let's look at these. We have more of these upgrades. That's nice. So we just allowed for more upgrades for that. Do more of the one upgrade. So let's look 4,000 for more area increase. I feel like that's worth it, but is it more worth it than just getting more dye? I don't think so. The bronze dye are still way less than the regular dye. So, I mean, we are lacking in upgrades in the dark matter area for them, so that's not surprising. And if we get a good clump of them that we flip, seems like our computer lags just a little bit. Makes me worried for the future of this game here. But we will see. Just keep getting the regular dye. More dye, the merrier. Wait, what? Should be able to upgrade the rest of these. Okay. And then upgrade the income. So now they are doing 20 for 5. So that's not too bad for the bronze. Still around the area of the regular dye, but not quite as good, but getting close. And we're at 5,000 of the dark matter, so we should probably get some upgrades for them. So I'm thinking we just get the rest of that. Could have gotten this. We could still wait for it, but do the roll speed and then buy dye. And then the single. Nice there. And then we'll just keep upgrading, or just keep buying more dye, because we need more on the screen so that we flip more, so that we get more dark matter. Everything's about dark matter at this point. And the money, I guess. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. Just dice. Now, is the idle hand any good? I don't know if the clickers are going to be worth it. As far as I'm concerned, like, looking at how effective I am at getting these to roll, I have no idea what a single die is going to be, or a single clicker is going to be like. Can't be any good, right? So I'm going to get that upgrade. We have one more for 6,400, and this is 800 for a helper hand, or there's idle mode. I don't know, guys. I don't know if that's going to be worth it. Could just keep getting the bronze income upgrades there. Okay, we're at 22,000, so let's just upgrade the die for the final, or the final upgrade for the just die there, and get one area increase. We're at 3,700, 3,800, 4,000. Our dark matter is increasing steadily, pretty quickly actually. So we'll be at the 6,400 in no time, 1,400 left. We really just want to get that final dark matter upgrade and then work on our money upgrades for the regular die. It'll probably be worth it to upgrade the regular die first, just because we have the most of them. So dark matter gain fully. We have one more upgrade for that. This is fully upgraded. 10% multiplier. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? We're rolling ones, right? Pretty often. And we can buy more of those and more bronze dye. It'd be nice to get more bronze dye. But we are now rolling 20 for 4. I couldn't quite tell what that was for a 6. We're just rolling 3s for this guy. There's 24 for 6, so it's rolling for 4 per. That's not that great compared to our regular die, so we're just gonna keep focusing on them. And of course, just rolling around. So we gained 40,000. We're just gonna do some bronze dye and keep going. We have 5,800 of dark matter, so that's actually buy one more bronze dye and then go to the skill tree. Let's get, we haven't been doing this very much. Oh, we can unlock a silver dice. Will it be worth it at this point though? We want to get more of the base income and then 10% multiplier right there. That's a pretty good deal. Might be worth it actually to do more of these regular dye upgrades. Let's look at the regular upgrades. So let's keep doing an area as well. It's the cheapest upgrade, so we're slacking in that. Okay, we have all the upgrades for the area increase. Let's just keep doing the bronze increase as well. So that does a pretty good amount for the base there. Feeling pretty good. 37 for 6. I don't know how that adds up, but it does. But seriously, how would that multiply out? That doesn't... 39, 37, 39. 39 would make more sense than 37. 37's prime number. But we'll just keep going until... Yeah, let's get more dye there. We're at a decent spot for the value there. Let's get to 10,000 dark matter, and then we'll upgrade as many as of the regular dye upgrades in the dark matter as possible. Okay, let's get up there. We have 1013 or 1038. We'll get the roll speed. We'll get the value there times 10, and then the 2, and then 2 value. And then we're sitting pretty good. Sitting very pretty. Probably keep going until we have the max amount of dye. And then when we get to that point, we can buy the upgrade for more regular dye. $16,000 for the next one, and then we'll be doing pretty well. So now let's get the upgrade for more regular dye. So that was a good couple of upgrades. Get a 6 roll upgrade. And then just keep getting regular dye. Although we might be getting to the point where we need different dye. So maybe the silver dye that's in there would be good to get. Or just banking our dark matter and getting the regular dye upgrades. Because they're rolling for like... What is that? Pretty good amount, actually. One of them was 84. That one was 84, so you just keep upgrading those values. Those secondary or third upgrades, those will add up real quick. But I'm liking the circular motion. Maybe if I do a bigger range here, it might be worthwhile. But you guys might hear the mouse actually, so it might not be worth it. And during our rants and absolute brain rot, we got 106,000. And just like that, it's gone. We spent it so fast. But it seems like we get a decent amount of dark matter that is based on the value of our upgrades. So our money and dark matter go up kind of linearly. So let's get that 41k, and then we'll upgrade dark matter stuff. Probably get the silver dye, and then get other various things for the regular dye. So we'll get this. We'll get the area upgrade. We'll get this area upgrade, and we're at 4,000 already. I am interested in this helper hand. Not interested in the movement yet. But let's get this, and then we'll get the 3 upgrade. And then that, and then 5, and then 4. So let's see. Silver income, we can get these. These are cheap. 799 each. And the helper hands are 1500. Let's take a look at what they can do. Seriously? Okay. I was thinking exactly that. I was expecting nothing more and nothing less. But I don't think you could imagine any less than that. That is so useless. Even if you have 50 of them on the screen, how many am I turning each second? I'm turning like 50 every second. Those guys are going to be... boom. It's going to be like 10 seconds before they start flipping them. So it's going to be 50 every 10 seconds while I'm doing all the hard work. Yeah, why would I pay them? Let's get the silver die out there. More die, the merrier. So if I am twirling my mouse around and I hit a die that they are going for, okay, it looks like they redirect at least. At least the other helper hands are smart enough to do that, so that's good. Can't be hindered that way. Get more of them so that they do stuff while I'm in the skill tree. So I'm going to upgrade the 3 all the way, upgrade this 4, and this 4 all the way. Yep. And that 5. Okay, we're almost done with the just die there. That's going to help us out a lot, I think. Oh, this upgrade's only 3,500. That's pretty huge. So the silver's jumping for, what was that, 45 for that 5? 42 for the 4. That's not too bad. 3 per, so 48 for a 6. Not terrible. So we'll just keep on keeping on. Get more silver die. Just keep the amounts of them up, and we'll just keep focusing on the areas where they are concentrated the most. 39 die for that. So we got 42 of those now. 79 out of 90 of the just die, which are probably our highest earners at this current moment. So probably be worth it to get more of those. And the helper hands can just cope over here. I don't know what's going on with that. We'll just pretend they are doing something. So we got 15,000 essentially. Dark matter. So let's get our skill tree up, and then let's go for these upgrades. Hopefully we can afford these last couple. That's pretty huge. We can do plus 5 income to all die. That's a nice one. 10% chance to jump hit a higher die roll. 60k of these of cash. Let's go for the silver income and then higher area. We're slacking on the area. That would probably be really helpful at this point. Keep going for those. Our money is jumping up significantly now. Yeah, ever since we got the just die upgrades, max those out, we are rolling in the dough. We're rolling for hundreds, even on the ones. Dark matter, on the other hand, is not going up the same amount. It's going up a lot, but it's not the same amount as our money, which is fine. We don't want it to be too easy. This is a chill game, nice and relaxed. Okay, I got 15,000 of the dark matter again. I think I'm gonna go for, what are these? 10% general multiplier. Okay. Unlocks chance of 100% income. Yeah, let's do that. 5% chance again. Okay, there's one more upgrade for that for 4k. We can get that in no time. And we have 140k cash. So let's get the extra silver die there. Some helper hands. 180k, 190k, guys. We're making money so fast. Might as well buy all the hands, right? They're not doing much, but while we're thinking about upgrades in the skill tree, might as well have them make more. Because, I mean, it takes us a really long time to make a decision in this game, or any game whatsoever. And just like that, we have 140k again. We're getting like 10,000 every second or so. That's pretty huge. Okay, we got all the upgrades for that. We need 2 more for the bronze die. 9 more for the just die there. Probably upgrade the silver income. So now it's at like 84 for 4. I don't want to do the math for that, but it's decent. Still not as good as the just die. Go for the skill tree with our 20k. So that's all maxed out, so we don't have to worry about any of that anymore. Let's max that out, and then we'll max this out. What is this? Random die on roll complete? Actually, there's black hole, black dark matter. I don't know why I keep calling it black hole. There's dark matter upgrades here. We can focus on that. And then there's, we'll just keep doing the income one and the roll speed. Dark matter, roll speed, income. It's the only things that matter. And we make money in no time. I do want more of the upgrades for the area. That will help so much. Help my wrist, help my forearm. My right forearm's gonna be huge. And everyone's gonna question what I do. 43k, 58k for those upgrades. It's not that bad. We get it pretty quickly. 93 now, so okay. Goes up a lot. The hands and all the numbers and stuff across the screen are kind of disorienting, especially if I do the twirling myself. It gets kind of crazy, especially for my tired eyes. One more silver income upgrade. It's really satisfying watching the little black dots go into that top left corner. It's pretty nice. If only it did it for the money as well. Finally, we got the silver income upgrade. There's the just die that we can keep buying, but we have 33,000 dark matter that we just got. We can get more dark matter upgrade and then more of the dice roll speed. And then we can start with these. And that's pretty much it for that. Feeling pretty good about where we're at right now. It's actually really good progress. It seems like we're going pretty speedy with this. Make a decent amount of dark matter every second or so. We're making like 500. Whereas the money, we're making like 10,000 every second, which is really, really good. At least right now, it's really good. We need 3 more to get the 100 just die there. And I think that might be the max amount that we get for those. And then we obviously have the ones for the copper or the bronze. Got copper on my mind because of metal piping. Don't ask me why. Alright, so we've pretty much maxed out all of our upgrades, so we should probably think about upgrading the rest of our stuff. I don't know what that's going to do for us. I'm just not really interested in it. But we'll get more of that, but we'll do this first and max that out. We'll get more buyable die, I guess, and then we'll upgrade this and that. Anything else? Nope. Okay. So I was able to upgrade the area for the bronze. So that means there's an upgrade for the area in the silver. So I might start going down that tree path just so I can get more of those. I need bigger area so I don't have to twirl around as much. Alright, that was a good amount. We're pretty rich there. And we're already at 12,000 of the dark matter. So I'm feeling really good about where we're at in this game. Buy 2 more of that. But these helper hands are just useless, guys. I don't know why they're an upgrade. Because like if I hold still, oh man, it's just not even close. They're getting like 2k, maybe 1k a second, maybe 2k a second of the money, and then maybe 100 dark matter a second. Not even close. Whereas look at that. Look at the dark matter right there. I'm absolutely blasting through it. Maybe 500 per second. And if I really focused on it, I would actually get way more. Oh yeah, it's just not even close. So we're at 30k of those. We'll look at the upgrades here. We'll buy one of those. Overall income, Overall income for bronze dice, plus 10, yes. 50% overall, nice. Does this one have it for regular die? Yes, it does, technically. But we'll just keep doing that. Upgrading random stuff. Why not, guys? So now I have this upgrade here. 103,000 for the next one. Totally worth it. Can't really tell each time you buy it, any increase, but this is definitely a lot more, or a lot bigger of an area than when I first bought the first upgrade for this. So you can definitely tell it's working at some point. It's just later down the road. It's like dividends. It's coming in. You're reinvesting it. It's doing something, but you don't see it right away. So we've already exhausted that. We have cost 130k for that. Might wait until 25k dark matter and then we'll buy more upgrades. Seems like a good system we have thus far of waiting for a bit and then buying a bulk of upgrades. So we're gonna focus on that income for all die and then these, we just completely missed these. That would have helped us so much. So we want 4,500. It's gonna help us with the just die there. They're gonna be worth so much more. And we have the most of them, so we're gonna absolutely just get so much cash from that. And if the dark matter is based on that as well, it's gonna help us out with that too. So we have max bronze die and we have maxed those upgrades, so let's wait for 20k and then let's see if there's anything else we can buy. Probably some silver upgrades, perhaps. I mean, we have a good amount of the bronze upgrades. I mean, there's still a lot to go. Obviously, we have 75 out of 75 for the bronze die, but I think that goes up to 100 just like the other die. We're at 650k, 670, we're almost to $1 million. We're rolling in money, but we have nothing to spend it on. So let's get something to spend it on. 15% multiplier for all die. Oh, that costs a lot. Wow. Okay, plus 5 income for all regular die. So we got that. Let's get the 2 upgrade there and let's just keep going. And then eventually we'll get more upgrades. Probably more of the hand upgrades, I guess. I don't think they're that helpful. But if I ever just let this game sit, then it will be helpful, I guess. Oh, we're at 1.4, 1.5 mil. So whenever we unlock the next thing, we're gonna absolutely just annihilate it. Actually, let's take a look. Let's get more. The gold die is 2,500. Get plus 10 for that. Max that out. And do this. So those are worth more. And didn't buy anything to upgrade here in the shop, so we're still out of luck and we're still just banking the cash. 2 mil, not bad. Just keep upgrading, just keep upgrading, just keep swiping. Circles, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. We don't know any strategies on how to do this. We are just doing whatever we can. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Diagonal. Reverse diagonal. In the circle and twirly out. Outer circle and twirly in. We're losing our minds here. I don't know what's going on. Let's upgrade these upgrades here. And these are expensive, golly. I think we should actually save up for the gold die and then just max out buying those, because I think that's the cheaper way to get more die. So let's save up for, what was it, 25k? Yeah, let's save up for 25k dark matter. We'll buy all those, didn't hardly hurt us. And then we'll buy the gold and then buy the area upgrade for that, and then we will keep on going. And then we'll buy all the die. Buy all the gold die for that, because we'll be able to afford it, right? Because by then we'll have 4 mil, 4.5 mil by then, I'm guessing. Pretty nice game though so far. I'm pretty pleased with it. Pretty satisfying. I've never, well, actually I can't say I've never. So I've never played any sort of dice game at a casino. I've been to a casino once in my life when I was in Idaho, and I put $5 on a blackjack table. My first hand, I won my money back, and then the next hand I lost it, and I was just like, this sucks, I don't want to do this anymore, and I'm out. Whereas like the rest of my friends wanted to keep on playing, and it's just like, gambling is just not for me, guys. It's just not it. I don't know what it is about my head that wires me completely different than some other people I know, but I hate losing money for no reason, or like spending it for no reason. Don't even get me started on taxes sometimes. It's just so bad sometimes. I mean, I understand some taxes are necessary, but some are not. But, you know, we're blessed regardless. We're blessed. We're here. We're able to spend time at 11 p.m. at night and just play video games and record it and talk to people, and it's a good time, guys. Let's buy all the gold die that we can. Hopefully we can get all 50. Oh yeah, easy. All 5 of those. Yeah, so we got 50 more die on the board here. We are just making a mess. So yeah, moral of the story about me: don't like gambling. It's not for me. There's a game with die that I played with my family. My mom used to do game nights on Friday evenings, and we called it Force Family Fun Fridays. So she would just walk around the house and she'd be clapping her hands. She'd be like, FFF, FFF. And so it was hilarious. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a great time. But one of our favorite games that we'd play was either Rich Man, Poor Man, which was a pretty fun card game. It's hard to explain without playing it. It's just way easier to explain things while you're playing it. Oh yeah, we can do these upgrades. That's nice. So that did all of our... I think I could see it being a little bit bigger. 25%? That's pretty big. Okay. So we'd play Rich Man, Poor Man, and then another game we'd play is Liar's Die, like from Pirates of the Caribbean. And that was a really fun game. You'd play with dice, and you'd have a cup that you couldn't see through. And you'd have like, say, 8 dice in your cup, and you'd shake it up, and then you'd slam the cup face down, and then you'd hide your die from your other players. And you, like, ones were wilds, and like all the other numbers were whatever. But you were guessing, you'd take turns guessing how many of a certain die are out there amongst all of you guys. So you'd say, like, I'd start out saying, like, since each of us have 8, and say there's 5 players, there's 40 of the there's 40 die out there. So I'd say, like, I would guess there's like 8 6s out there, so I'd say 8 6s. And the person, if you're going clockwise or whatever, the person to your left would either say essentially BS on that and call you out, or say you're a liar. And when somebody calls that out, then everyone reveals their die and counts like all the 6s that they have, plus the 1s, because those are wild. And then if you were telling the truth, then the person that called you out loses a die. And so now they have 7 die to play with. And the more die that you lose, the less advantage you have. And so you kind of just want to keep all control of all the die and throw people off. And it's a really fun game. If you haven't played it, man, I would recommend it. Really fun. So while we were yapping there, we got a ton of money, and we got 100,000 dark matter. So we can probably, I'm gonna get this upgrade, and then get the silver upgrade, overall income there, plus 30 for the gold. That's pretty cheap, all things considered. And then we got dark matter upgrades there. But we also have dark matter upgrades for this. I'm gonna unlock the emerald dye and then those upgrades there. I'm being greedy, guys, for that area. My wrist is getting tired. I don't want to twirl this around anymore. But we persevere. We ain't no quitter. Just like SpongeBob said, I ain't no quitter. So let's buy all these dye. All the dye that we can. So emerald dye turns for 37. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Let's hear it for 37. Absolutely not very good to begin with, but probably the advantage of getting these dye earlier on is just for the dark matter, I would assume. But I'm not sure they do that much if you don't have all the upgrades for them. Like the secondary and third upgrades for the dye. I think the dark matter amounts are based off of those, so I'm not sure these are really doing that much. The new ones that is. Like, I still think the just dyes and the bronze dye are still carrying us as far as getting us all of the dark matter. But I could be way wrong. Let's get more emerald dye out there. We're at 36. We're feeling pretty good about all of that. The emerald income upgrade is $2 million. That's super expensive. But we're trying to speed run this as fast as possible. We're trying to do this faster than anyone else has ever done. I did think about writing a bot for this game, but I hadn't played it yet, so I wanted to see how that would work out. I wouldn't want to sell the bot or anything, but I just wanted to experiment with just maximizing time and efficiency and upgrades. Just get like maybe a machine learning bot to figure out which upgrades are best and when to do them and stuff. I think that would be quite entertaining to see. And also have them do the mouse movements because it can fling across the screen much faster and efficiently than I could ever. But I don't want to be banned, so I don't know if that would make me, they would ban me for that. So let's figure out, I want to do, it's so expensive. Do I want to do these upgrades now? That does the money, but it doesn't do the dark matter. We just want dark matter and these speed ones. So let's just keep doing those. The just dye are the fastest thus far. So the more dark matter we get, the more we can upgrade the dark matter, and the more we can upgrade everything else as far as income. So that makes the most sense to me. There was the upgrade for random rolls. Okay, that branches off. Roll current die again on complete. Interesting. 1% chance to roll and die again. So that's 5%. And then that's 5%. So that maxed that out. Okay, I'm interested in the idle mode. Let's take a look at this and see if it's any good whatsoever. 1 second duration. I'm just upgrading things without even reading them. Movement speed is important though. So do we just hold it there? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, I see. There's a checkbox here. Okay, I can't upgrade it or grab anything while that's going on. That is really slow. We are not doing that. That was unacceptable. Unacceptably slow. Not while I still have air in my lungs and use of my arms and feet. Because even if I didn't have use of my hands or arms, I'd move to my feet instead of that idle mode because that would take ages. I would die before we got to the upgrades that we want to get to. Like I said, we're speedrunning this thing. We gotta do this before everyone falls asleep, apparently. And if you are trying to get to sleep right now, I hope you are dreaming of large woman. Mayhem, and upgrade. So we're at 45 out of 50 of the emerald dye. They're still not doing that much as far as money-wise. 31, golly. That is trash. Okay, we're at 51,000 of the dark matter, so let's keep upgrading. We can upgrade this. Movement speed? Yeah. Recover speed. So it needs to recover too? Whoa. Yeah, our highest is still the regular die. That's crazy. Okay, so it's moving faster now. So that's not that bad. Still nowhere near my level. I mean, look at that. I'm darn near professional here. Learned a thing or two from the leaf blower idle game, which was a pretty fun game. Yeah, I did my very first episode on that. It's a game I was quite interested in, but yeah, would maybe eventually tap back into that game just for fun here and there. But man, for a game about blowing leaves, it just seems like a very intricate game as far as like the things, like the extra things that are added to that, and the areas and stuff, and the different leaves, and man, it gets complicated real quick. It's like, I thought I just came here to blow leaves off a lawn, but apparently not. Apparently I'm blowing like potions and stuff into outer space. Like, what? So we're at 4 million. We can probably get the rest. Oh man, we couldn't. We're almost there though. Okay, we can get the rest of the emerald dye. So now we should be getting the maximum amount of dark matter that we could. We're at 50k. Is there another one of these? Rupee dice. I know that says ruby, but I'm saying rupee. So let's get plus 120 overall income. Oh, that's huge. So that's about to become our number one. Oh, and plus 10%. Okay, that's about to be our number one income right there. That's going to be... Yeah, I did 1,280. I saw that. That was huge. And I haven't even got any of the other upgrades for that too, so... This is going to be huge, guys. So helpful. I can't really tell if the die move a certain way depending on how I hit them. So if I hit it from the right, kind of goes down. It must be random completely. Like there's no other explanation of what direction it goes. It's complete nonsense. So let's keep getting the area increase upgrades. That's 10% that I just got. I don't think it compounds on top of each other. I think it's just an additive type of a percentage. So it goes from 5% to 10% to 15 to 20 rather than like 5%. And then when you add another 5%, it's 5% on top of that 5%. So it'd actually be like 7%. If that makes sense to you guys. So I don't think it's like that. Very methodical. I can't necessarily say the music fits the game either. I don't know what the music makes me think of. Oh, it makes me think I'm in a hospital, just laying there, waiting for the doctor to give me the news about the arm that I just lost because of this game. Like, am I going to be able to keep it? Or is it just completely toast? Or is it just going to constantly be going around in circles? Alright, we're about to get 90,000. At 100,000 dark matter, I'm going to go into the skill tree again and then kind of look at some more upgrades that we're going to get. I might try and max out the bronze upgrades. Because at the current moment, the highest is these guys. I might just try and do what I just did for this one. Or I could just max this out, get an extra 40% on top of it. Plus 25 for all die. Or do I go for more of the dark matter upgrades? Plus 1 dark matter gain. It's not that much though. Could max these out. Although that's a lot. I'm just going to do the base layer here. As many as I could, and then move out from there. So that's not 886 for the 886 for the just die, which is incredible that it's keeping up with the rest of them. It's actually the second highest other than the emerald die. So I need to max out the regular upgrades for the other die and kind of just go from there. So save up another 100k. I'll see you guys later. Well, this is taking a lot longer than I expected, actually. It seems a lot shorter when I'm telling a story. I just don't know if I can just sit here and not say something. Especially with all these cursors going across the screen. I think I'm going to have nightmares of this. I'm going to have nightmares of these cursors going from, oh, and click. And click. It's going to drive me insane. I don't know if I want to buy more of them. Do I have the option to? Only 55 right now. I have enough dark matter right now to buy probably a ton of the upgrades for getting more of them, but do I want to do that? I guess I should try, before I keep judging them, I guess I should try and do the upgrades to speed them up. I think that's only fair. So with the 100k that I get, I'm going to upgrade the cursors, and I know I'm gonna get disappointed. I know it, guys. You don't have to tell me, but I have to try. I have to try. I have to give everything in the game a chance. Anything that helps me not lose my arm. So we're going for the speed, and we're going for the recover speed. That brought us down 83k. That is insane. I can't believe that. Go for the movement speed for that. And we'll do more buying dice for that. And then we'll get one of those so we can buy more bronze die. And we can't anymore. Nice. So we're doing fine. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. We're only about an hour into this and we're making so much money. We don't know what to spend it on. Actually, we do know what to spend it on. Emerald upgrades. Because now they are cooking with $1,580. Yeah, I could do that. So one of the places I've never been is Vegas. I don't think I ever plan on going there. It just doesn't seem like the place for me. I like mountains and evergreen trees and lakes and water, and they don't really have much of that. They have some water. There's the Lake Tahoe in the area in Nevada. It's a great, beautiful lake there. But around like Vegas and stuff, they don't have many trees or water. Like, it's considered an oasis or whatever, but it's kind of an oasis of like drugs and stuff. I'm not interested in going there and seeing all that crap. But the flights there are pretty cheap. I think you can get like a Allegiant flight there for like $20, like a round trip. Even if it's not round trip, like even that's an insane deal. $40 to go there and back. Nuts. But still not interested. Now, if you were to take me to like British Columbia or something like that, oh man, I'd go there in a heartbeat. Especially for $20. I'd probably do it for 200, especially right now. But we're about to reach 100k. We got the 100k of the dark matter. We are going to go for the rest of the upgrades for this. So we're going for that. And then we're doing the rest of the max buyable. Chance roll higher number, absolutely. We'll go for the rest of this. Max this out, but we can't. Just keep buying all that we can. And then we're just about to max out the bronze one. So let's just keep buying the die until we have all 100. And then we'll just keep twirling around, twiddling our thumbs, twiddling our arms. Pretty crazy stuff going on in the world right now, but we're here. We're tossing dice in the air. We don't really care what's going on. We're just here to enjoy the moments we have right now and, you know, do what we're supposed to do here. Hopefully, if you are in the area in which it's being torn up right now. Hope you're safe, doing well. And, if you are, leave a comment and send prayers out your way, because that's pretty rough and I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. Getting close. We might be able to afford. Nah. It got too expensive too quick. We have 4 left though. We're almost there. And then I'm tempted to buy the ruby upgrades, but it might be worth it to get the dark matter upgrades. Because even though they're pretty expensive, we can go back and forth between the emerald one and the gold one, because we haven't touched either one of those, I don't think. And I think they start out at like 6k, which is pretty expensive. And they get really expensive really quickly. But as long as we go back and forth, it shouldn't be as bad. Should be able to get all of them, all the ones at a fair price, that is. So we're at 100k, we bought that upgrade. Let's go to the skill tree. I was tempted to buy all of these, but man, that's crazy expensive. I said I was going for the dark matter upgrades. It's 24k, that's 8k, 16k, 32. Jeez. So let's buy, how much is the ruby? 100k. Let's go for the ruby, and then let's try and see how much the upgrade is for the emerald, like doubling it, just like the previous ones have, like the previous double upgrade. So we'll go for that and see how much those cost. So let's buy the ruby, and then it's going to cost 24k for 50% emerald and 612k. So we need 36k dark matter, and we can buy a good portion of these. 16, it's not too bad. How much are they doing? 87, nothing. But that's to be expected because we don't have any of the upgrades for them, and the emeralds are just too good. But they won't be for too long. Have we not gotten the upgrades for the gold or silver yet? There's no way, right? I guess we can check, but I want to get this 36k and then get the upgrade for that, and then okay, we got the 36. We can buy that and that, so that gets us pretty decent amount. So now we're gonna be hitting like 3,600. Whoa, we're doing pretty well for the money right now. Pretty well. Should be able to get most of these rupees pretty quickly, I guess. But I do want to see, I want to buy that. Do want to see these upgrades here. So the gold there, 12k, 9k. And then I got the ones for the silver, but I haven't gotten this yet. So I still need percentages for that. And that's going to help us out a ton. We are getting a ton of money. The numbers are just all over the screen on this. Surprised. I'm shocked my computer was having a hard time when I just had the just dice on there. And I had like 10 on there. And I would roll them and I would get like a little bit of a lag spike. Whereas this, my computer's treating it just like nicely. I wonder if it's just because my computer is actually just tapping into the graphics card now rather than its own internal graphics system. That is something to ponder. Man, the area upgrades are expensive. 120 to the emerald. How much is that gonna increase us? So we're at 4278 for the highest emerald. See if that changes it. Nope, still the same. I do want to explore the upgrades again and see if there's anything that I'm missing that could be helping me significantly. So I want to get to about 100k again. And then take a look, probably put idle mode on, and then take a look at the skill tree and see if there's anything that I might be missing. We're about 10,000 away. We're almost there. Get more ruby dice there, but yeah, it's not too worth it yet. Could probably be maxing out the silver die, but That's alright. Okay, let's get the idle mode on. Let's look at the skill tree. So we're looking at this. Chance to roll that. Lower rank on dice collision. Interesting. So nothing really branches off, weirdly. We do have this. That's the income for that. And we bought the income for the bronze already. So that's not too much of a problem right now. Dark matter upgrades are so expensive. So that was just 3 upgrades. So expensive. Make a combo and gain 0.05 multiplier. Does that only apply to the gold dice? I'm thinking it does. Let's do more silver die. That was cheap. Okay, give me back control. This is way too slow. Making good time though, I think. I don't know how much more is in this game as far as the die, but we're doing pretty decent. The skill tree seems to be... I mean, we're missing a whole lot over here, I guess. We're missing maybe 1, 2, 3 branches. So maybe there's 3 more die that I'm missing. Or just 2 more. How much is the next one? Diamond die for 200k, 7 times income. 6 times income, 7 times income. Does it do it on the spot? Like 7 times our income right then and there? If so, that's a good deal. Might be worth just going for automatically. Although it doesn't do anything for our dark matter, really. It gives us the option to buy more dark matter, but we don't have enough dark matter in general to do it. And we're just kind of going around in circles until we get the 100,000 or 200,000 that we need, which takes us like a couple minutes to do. But we will just keep on. Maybe I want to do one of those. Nah, I need to do the gold upgrades. And I probably should wait. Nah, I want to do combos. 5 combo. 10% to base multiplier. That's pretty good. So a chance of rolling curtain dice again. 5 second required. More time to do it. Okay. So let's see if we see any. Okay, I'm seeing red text now. I can't quite see it fast enough. What am I seeing? Like 1.15, 1.6. Looks like 1.55 or 1.6. It's changing based on the combo, probably. It's not bad. I hope that applies to the dark matter values as well, and not just like money and stuff. Looks like we're reaching the rate of at least 1,000 per second of the dark matter. So we're doing a lot better, but it's still going to take us about, 2 minutes and 20 seconds to get 200,000 dark matter. It's crazy. So we just got to keep doing the combos, I think. Extra 0.05. It's not that much, but we can keep going with it. We're at $21,000. That's a big boy money right there. Alright, let's actually get more of the ruby dice. We need 8 more to get our full 50, and then we'll feel good about ourselves. We're at 49,000 dark matter. I'm tempted to just buy more of the dark matter upgrades because we still have the ones for the emerald, which are 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, and man, plus 500, plus 500, plus 500, plus 500. I feel like that's actually really significant. How much is that? 3,200 for our rupees? Not too bad. But our bronze are not 587. That's not very good. And we maxed out. I guess we haven't maxed this out yet. Once we max these out, it's probably gonna go up. Should be higher than our just dies. So it might be worth it to focus on upgrading those. I know you guys are probably going nuts thinking that I can't focus on a single action plan, and this is why I come up with checklists and stuff like that. That way I can sit down before I do something and decide what I'm actually going to do. There's some days when I need to do that, and then there are some days where I just don't want anything to do with a checklist. Before I got married, I just kind of did things on a whim. Had no plan, just didn't want any plans for the weekends and stuff, just wanted to do my own thing. It's a pretty common theme for single people, especially men. And then as soon as I got married, just my wife asks, like, what do you want to do for this weekend? And I'm like, I want no plan whatsoever to do anything this weekend. And she'll just be like, fair enough. And that's when she knows that I just want some time to relax or get some small projects around the house done. Just some things that are lingering. I needed to change the oil in our car and my wife's car, and then there's a tree that's splitting and part of one of the branches is above my neighbor's house, and then the other branch is over my house. So it's like, I really need to take care of that. Thankfully, the snow didn't bring it down. I took some paracord because I guess there was a crack in it before winter. And I took some paracord that's rated for 500 pounds or so, and I just tied the branches together. And so it's like, if one goes, they both go. And if one's leaning the other way and the other's leaning my house, then they should fall in the center, right? And not hit anyone's house. That's just the ideal world, right? Okay, we can afford most of these. 100% income. So I want to finish those upgrades before I start doing anything else. It should be 637 for all these still. That is so trash. Although I might have not hit a double income yet. Yeah, that's still so bad. The sixes are not doing what they need to. So let's just keep on rolling. Need 25k for that one upgrade for doubling. 24k, I guess. 5% chance for 100% income. 24. Oh, that was a decent one. Just looks like they just keep branching off, man. When is it gonna end? 44 million though. We can definitely afford the rest of these die. How could we not? We need 8 million? I thought for sure. I had just neglected spending my cash thus far. I am getting tempted to get rid of the dark matter flying across the screen. Or the text. It's just kind of just in the way a bit. Especially if I do that and do the whole screen. But man, I can get 10 million super fast. Only is this easy and fast in real life. What's up with that? Okay, I'm gonna go for the area increase here. We're definitely way high in the area. And I might go for 200,000 dark matter so I can get the rest, or the diamond die. But I could finish up the bronze upgrade. But at the current moment, okay, it's at 1274. So it is better. It's better now, finally. But that's just because we got the chance of doubling. And it probably doubled. So, not the best, not the worst. So it's probably worth it just to keep upgrading our base values for the higher die. And then we just go for the lower ones when we are kind of on these little grind spells. So I'll just wait for the 200k, get the diamond die, and then go for it. Am I saying it right? Die or dice? Get the diamond dice, single die, multiple die. I don't know. I could be saying it wrong the whole time. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. We're just here. We're just here to enjoy the numbers going up. And then rest every once in a while. Goodness gracious. 194, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 200. Okay. We just about exhausted everything that we had. Diamond income. What is this? Okay, so I don't see anything branching off of this. So this might be the last die, actually. That had a 2,000 base. Yeah, it's 4,800, so we need to focus up on that. That's huge. And it costs 100 million to upgrade. Okay, and 1 million to buy them. Okay, let's see how much they are doing for us. What is that? 5,100. Not bad. And we have a ton more upgrades that we can get for them. So we can just do 2 more. We need 19,000. I look forward to that extra dark matter upgrade. That's going to be huge. So we can do the 19,000 and we're max on that. Now there's the 10% upgrades. So I'm going to take a look once we get a decent amount here, just so we give it a chance to get some high numbers. 13,000 for the highest, so it's definitely worth it for us. But the ruby, there should be a ruby upgrade for this branch here. But we haven't really tapped into this much. Ruby upgrade, 50%, 2,500 total. So again, we need 48, 24, that's a lot. 92 maybe? 82, 72, one of them. One of those numbers. It's midnight. Who knows? Forgot about the spring forward time change. That's gonna really not be so great tonight. But at least it's gonna be a relaxing day tomorrow and we're gonna be feeling good. Maybe. Probably not. We're just gonna keep saying that we're gonna be great. Although I'm just gonna have a lot of coffee tomorrow. I'm gonna give in. I've been on a little bit of a fast from coffee lately. Just because I love coffee. And I've drank coffee every single day for many, many years. I started drinking coffee when I was 5 years old. Waking up super early with my dad, and my dad wakes up at like 4 to 5 a.m. just without an alarm clock, and just would get up and watch hunting and fishing shows. And I would get up at the same time when I was like 4, 5, 6, 7 and watch the hunt and fishing shows with him, and he'd give me a little teensy bit of coffee with him, and it was just my favorite thing. And so I've loved coffee ever since, and I drink it black, and no other way for me to enjoy it, in my opinion. Let's go for these 2 upgrades. Let's see if there's anything else we missed. Got the gold multiplier ones, so we'll get those. And then might as well get the base, as many of the base ones that we can. Get a hand, get another hand. Helper hands, we can buy all of them. And then more diamond die there, die, whatever. Love coffee, so I haven't been drinking much lately because after a certain amount of time for drinking it, as long as I have and as much as I have, you kind of get to the point where the caffeine doesn't really do much for you as far as make you alert or keep you awake. It just makes me shaky after a certain point, because if it's not keeping me awake or making me sharp, then I want to drink more to help get that effect. But then the caffeine really starts to get to your neurons to where, and your nerves, and you just start shaking and you just feel really bad. And so I wanted to take a break so that my body clears its system of the caffeine and I don't get used to it anymore, and then I'm able to then drink minuscule amounts of it compared to before. and then get really great effects from it. I hear coffee is actually really good for your brain as far as memory and stuff. And so I guess that could really be why I'm pretty slow in my speech lately. But I really look forward to it. Really look forward to the taste of it and enjoying it again. My son loves the smell of coffee. He always, whenever I'm drinking it, he always wants to smell my mug and stuff. And it's awesome. I love it. So let's take a look at the skill tree, and then let's look at the combos again. Actually, we need to finish this. And we probably need to finish the silver one too. We have one more for the silver. Probably do that. What is that, 15,000? That's nothing. We can do it easily. Keep forgetting to turn the idle mode on while I'm in the skill tree. Just because I don't think it's very useful whatsoever. Because I come in, get my upgrade, and then get out. And it's pretty much, by the time I'm done, like, I'm already wanting to get control again. So we are going to just keep on going until we have 100k dark matter. We have 100 million money right now. So we can probably just afford a lot of this diamond dye. We spent a lot of time in that the skill tree, so I guess we just got a ton of money from that during that time. Let's actually look at what our highest paid is. 13,000 for the diamond, but 12,000 for the ruby. Still, the silver is not doing too well, so we should probably upgrade that a bit. At least do the upgrades for, let's see, the gold. Although we have the silver upgrades for that, and we have the max for this. So we should just, I guess, upgrade. I actually want to upgrade the rest of this. So that way we don't have to worry about that anymore. Even though we didn't do all of them yet. We'll just get more helper hands. It's just pocket change at this point. It's like what every millionaire feels like at this point. 30,000? Nah, just put it on. I can do that cash. Easy. So at this point, our screen is just filled with numbers, filled with dye. I don't even know if that would be satisfying to even look at. See, I was talking about my desk setup earlier. I think eventually I want to get a standing desk. I was watching one YouTube video about some guy building a desk, and one of it was a standing desk, and it was a fairly affordable standing desk. But this was around the time of Black Friday too. And so they were on sale, but they were all sold out, unfortunately. And reasonably priced, decent specs for it as far as how it was made. It just wasn't a China build. So it was pretty decent quality. Let's look at the upgrades and increase the size. Fully upgrade the size. That's what I'm talking about. Almost have the 100k. I'm gonna do a ruby upgrade there. Oh yeah, that's upgrading us significantly. 13,940 for our highest ruby ruby roll. The ruby roll. So let's get the rest of the bronze upgrades. And now we're left with 31,000. Should we do? Yeah, let's do this so that, you know, the rest of the time while we're upgrading, this guy can just go ham. Let's see it. That's better than it was when it first started, but he still has to rest. I'm talking about it like it's a real person. We don't rest. If a AI has to rest before I do, then why is it even helping? I should be behind the AI screen. Give me all your problems, I'll solve them instantly. No problem. We are getting closer to the end though, I'm pretty sure. Although I don't know exactly what the entirety of this game entails, so we're gonna find that out together as well. I'm hoping we 100% it, but we'll see. I'm just trying to get to 100k right now. I don't know if I want to buy the next dark matter upgrades, because they're really expensive, and I don't know if it's speeding us up enough. make it worth it. Can't read the screen, so 100k, turn on idle mode. Just get this screen up. Oh, I can get more of these upgrades. Some more cursor upgrades. And then we have more of these. So I'll get these. We have 3 more. But that's going to cost us a lot. A lot. And then the dark matter upgrades, 40k. That's insane. So we can afford a couple of those. We have, man, we can get 12 more. Well, we're in for it, guys. We're in for a ride here. We got time, though. Nothing but time. And we're making about 1 million per second. That's not too bad. That feels really good to say. But is it worth it to get more of the diamond die? I mean, they're getting 21,000 for the highest. That's crazy high. So it's definitely worth it to get more of them. Because the more I hit, the better it is for us. But I should probably get more of the recovery die upgrades as well. I don't know if it only applies to that specific die or if it's like universal. I don't know if it says it specifically, so I'll take a look at that. Oh yeah, it's just for the gold die or just for the silver die. I mean, that would make sense. But in the meantime, I want to upgrade all of these. What is that? Roll the surrounding die. That sounds pretty good. That might be a next one that we get other than these upgrades here. We'll get extra Bible of those, and then we'll upgrade the roll speed for that. So we can get quite a few of these, and it hardly broke the bank there. I mean, this game is oddly satisfying, but not at the same time, because just you roll these die, you go around, and then there's just more to go. So, and the dark matter upgrades don't go up as, I mean, the numbers don't go up as fast as I would hope they would. But we can't have everything in this game. I mean, it's a game about rolling die, for heaven's sake. How complex does it need to be? It's not like the Revolution Idol game where, golly, they added a whole bunch of stuff to it. There's prestiging, there's nothing wrong with prestiging in that game, but like, isn't there like tarot cards in it or something like that? Like, how does that apply to that? It's a game about circles completing. Like, what? So I guess that's something that this game did differently is, you know, they kept it as simple as, you know, dice are rolling, and I mean, they added black matter or dark matter for some reason, but they just needed something different than regular currency for a skill tree. But really, like, tarot cards, for heaven's sake. I'm gonna do this one. Ooh, I think the radius size and the percentage chance. That ain't too bad. Does that only apply to the emerald dice? Yes, it does. Oh, each of these have their own. Except for this one. This one just had 10% income. Make a combo and gain multiplier. Increase the number under 1 second. Interesting. Okay, so I'm probably missing out on a couple of these upgrades that you guys are just going nuts about. I need to max out the silver one of the speed. So I'm probably going to focus on that. Next, do the 100k dark matter and then get that, and then focus on the silver upgrade here. So we got all the upgrades for bronze. Need this. I mean, man, we could buy way more silver die as well. Sorry if that's irking you guys, but I'm trying here. Not doing this on purpose. Not missing upgrades on purpose. I'm just trying to do it in a timely manner where I don't have to think about it too hard. Go for it. And I understand the more die, the more chance of doing things, and so on and so forth. So it would probably get better to upgrade the emerald die and then upgrade those shockwave upgrades, but the shooting projectiles could be interesting. I don't know what that does yet. So I'm interested in upgrading that after I'm done with the roll speed for the silver, because those do go hand in hand. And then even getting more silver dye in general, because we need to get it to 100. We have $120 million. Like we have money to spend. I could be getting the diamond dye, but they're so expensive. What else can I get? I'll get the area increase, and then the emerald dye upgrades, ruby. The area can get even bigger, which is incredible. So we're looking at 100k, 103, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'll go for the idle mode and then start working on this. So that's now maxed. 96k for that last upgrade for this. That's crazy. Do the projectiles. 10% chance. 1% chance to shoot projectile. Unlocks chance of pierce. Okay, so there's chance of shooting projectile, and then there's pierce, and then there's projectile count. Okay, I can just wait for projectile count. I'd be interested in seeing what it looks like even. That should increase the amount that it's just going, the die are just rolling. I have been enjoying this though. I might have to go to the hospital after this though for my wrist, but I've been working hard, getting tons of numbers. We're already at 91k or 91 million. Numbers aren't quite as ridiculous as Cole LLC, but numbers are still ridiculous. I can just twirl it in the center here and get an adequate amount. All right. 100k, 101, 2, 3, 4. Get that guy going. And then let's go for projectile count, pierce amount, or the projectile percentage. And then let's get more, be able to buy more. Get me back in there. I want to in. Earn a total of $1 billion. Nice. We're getting achievements up here too. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think a mouse pad is definitely something I should invest in. I mentioned before in one of my other videos that I have the mouse that, it's not a fancy mouse whatsoever. It's just a regular mouse, and it's one of the silent ones, so the click doesn't make hardly a sound, and I really like that. I don't know if any of the gaming mice really do that, and it allows it to not get picked up in my mic, which is really nice, and I don't have to edit out those, but I do have to edit out some other things. The mic picks up like my mice or my mouse movements and like keyboard clicks and stuff like that. Just those sometimes can get annoying, and I want to make this as pleasant of sleeping experience as possible. All right, so we are gonna commit to the chance and then projectile pierce. So we're pretty much full blown on that one. Random die, random die. Can't do the number. Might as well do percentage chance of rolling up. And there's a general multiplier for all die, 15%. That is huge. We should definitely go on that one. Focus on that. 60k, absolutely. I'm in. I should be getting these upgrades whenever I can. So we maxed the gold upgrade. Next is the emerald. I haven't really noticed any of the shockwaves or anything, but I haven't really been looking for it either. So just keep getting it while we can. It's 120 to the emerald income. So it's doing 6,000, but our diamonds are doing 21,000. So we hit the 67k, we'll get the extra 15% income. Here's another 15% for 80k. But do we go for the combo wombo? Chance of rolling the same number again. Extra combo, we'll go for that, 17,000. Just so we can get things sped up a bit more. We're definitely speeding up the dark matter that we get, and we will do the limit there. That's 4,500 for the next upgrades, and that's very doable. Just keep buying them. There's no point in us not. We can afford it, that is. Only the gold dice do the combo wombo. How much do we get? 6,000 for the highest. It's not that great, but at the same time, we'll take all the money and upgrades that we can get. Should probably be upgrading the diamond die, but we don't have that many out there, so it doesn't really help us out that much. Okay, I'm interested in, let's get, I would say get another dark matter upgrade, but the shockwave might be good, but yet we need to upgrade the value of things, so just keep upgrading the value of the, I'm gonna do this. I feel like that's gonna help us out. Grab one of those too. And I didn't turn on the idle mode. Is there like a hotkey for this? There could be. Oh yeah, it's just an I. Alright, we guessed correctly. Screen is absolute chaos, guys. What is up with this? Okay, upgrade the... Probably upgrade the ruby die. And then the emerald once. Just trying to increase the amount of money that we get so that, you know, we can afford these upgrades sooner. Can't really do much with the dark matter as far as cash wise. We can upgrade it with dark matter, but is it really worth it? It definitely is, but it just makes things way longer. So we'll just commit to it, guys. We will get the last upgrade for that one. Chance of rolling a higher number, we're probably going to forget about that. And then we're going to focus on the next dark matter upgrades. Might as well get more gold die while we're at it. Can't really tell a difference. It's about 2,000 every 1 second, which is, it is more than before. And that could possibly be because we're both getting, you know, more die on the board, and we're increasing the amount of dark matter we get. So it's kind of a twofer. And we're already at 106, 107, 8, 9, 10 million. And we can afford the next upgrade for that. And might as well keep doing the upgrades to get more die. We can definitely afford them. And I'm interested in how much we're getting. 7,000. Emeralds are slacking. What's up with that? Emeralds were our best ones at one point. Although, what's our diamond at? 27,000. Have they been hitting the combo or what? And we're almost to 100k. And we got there really quickly. It might be worth it just to upgrade our diamond die, so we can just keep getting the regular die and keep getting that upgrade so that we can get more die and so on and so forth, and it snowballs. Okay, we maxed out the emerald. We're at 140k there. And what is this? Unlocks the chance to shoot area projectile. So that's a mixture of the emerald and the gold one. That's not bad. These are all expensive. We'll get 2 of those. So that's 2 dark matter upgrades. Finish out those. That kind of maxes us out there. Kind of just go for these low ball ones. So let's keep going. And then we will get the next upgrade for the gold or the silver die, so that we can buy more of those and then therefore have more die to give us dark matter and so on and so forth. We're slowly figuring this out, guys, so thanks for being patient. If you have been patient, that is. If you have been impatient, then just know impatience never solves anything. Okay, just buy all these out straight up. 90k, or 90 mil, that is. We're just waiting till we get to 100k, and then we'll get the rest of the silver die upgrade for the count, and then we'll move to gold. We'll start the eye. And we'll get 2 of those. That pretty much got us there. But let's see. We'll get one of those. And then just one of those. We'll head that up. 2 million each. That's just pocket change. 3 million. That's... The gold is a little bit more expensive. So we're getting tons of money. I see some of the projectiles, I think. I can't quite tell what they are and what's shooting. Like, are they cards or something? We're getting tons of money very easily. We're getting a lot of dark matter. At least 2,000 every second probably is the rate. So probably just twirl this some more and then get going with the skill tree. And then work on, let's see. I could probably get more of the fingers and stuff. Oh, 15% more there. Roll speed. Pretty cheap. It gets expensive really quickly. Probably just get all the cheap roll speed ones. Actually do it for the diamonds. Next one, 10,000. Easy. Okay. Let's stop doing that and we'll go for all of this. 300k or 300 million. So we had a quality of life upgrade on that last one. So this one's going to be actually the one where we do more of the gold dye and such. Because we're getting money like it's nobody's problem. Look at all those combos that are showing up. That's awesome. Okay, idle it. And then let's go for the dice amounts. Go for the gold. Although the emerald is cheaper. I'm always for a bargain. Can I get the rest? Nope. Kind of just went for it. We could do some rubies and some diamond. But I mean, we can't afford much more of the diamonds. Although we could probably get it. Quite a few more. Okay, so we spent all our bank and we'll probably get more dark matter to where we can just upgrade more before we get, oh, we max rubies there. Easy sauce. Making tons of dark matter now. Maybe it's 3,000 now per second. Seems like in no time now we're getting to 100k-ish. Get more diamonds there. 25k for the rubies, 35k for the diamonds. Probably because we have more diamonds out there, so the combos are going up. Okay, I'm gonna let that idle out, and then, so I maxed that already. That, if I do plus 200 general income to all dice. Yeah, we can do that. 2,000 income when rolled 1. Jeez, some of these are really good for this. Might be worth just focusing on these for the diamond die. That's gonna get us a lot of cash. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. Let's focus on that. So we want them to roll 1s, essentially. Kind of all over the place and deciding what I want to upgrade. It's just I look at the skill tree and I think about my old plan and I'm like, do I really want to do that? Is that even the right plan? And then I see something else that makes sense, and I think this is the right plan though, with the diamonds and stuff. With the diamond die. Just because, you know, we need money to buy more dice and more upgrades. Like, we still have all these upgrades. We haven't even touched the diamond income upgrade. And that's going to upgrade that by 2,000 per die. So I'm going to get to a couple more seconds just twirling it and then let it go idle. So now I'm gonna just start focusing on some of these other upgrades. We do have these combos here. Let me look at this. So make a combo and gain 0.05 multiplier when rolled consecutively, increased number under 1 second. 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. That's interesting, but I'm going to focus on actually getting these upgrades. So that's 5 done for that. 5 done for that. 5 done for that. And pretty well there for that. But if I do the 10, yeah. Just gotta keep focusing up on that. Keep committing to it. Our income must be 75k for the highest. That's really good. So I might just do the 6s next, and then we should be pretty golden as far as cash. Because if we're making the most out of our diamond die, and then work down from there, go to the ruby die, do the upgrades for that, and then we should eventually snowball downward. It's just the problem is the dark matter is the slowest thing that's... I mean, we can't make enough dark matter to upgrade all of it fast enough. Because we have to use dark matter in order to upgrade the dark matter. And we can only have so much, so... I don't know, it's a hard knot life, I guess. Easy peasy, though. Been really enjoying this. I think this game is like $2 or something. Roll a total of 1 million dice. So, my opinion, like, if you... I don't know how much your free time is worth or your entertainment, but like, if you spend enough time on a game and say you spend like 5 hours on a game and you have fun, or even 3 hours, like, what's the dollar amount per hour of enjoyment for you? You really boil down the games and such. Oh, we have 230. Let's go to idle. We were really thinking about weird stuff. We'll go for the 6 and... oh, there's one on either side. 80 income to all die. Whereas that one was 200. That's not too bad of an upgrade, actually. Really need to upgrade this. Ain't nobody want this to sleep. This hand to sleep. It's going slow, though. The cash is flowing really well. But the dark matter is no good. Did want to tell a dad joke really quick. If you've made it this far, you deserve one. So, I was reading in the newspaper about a cannibalist family's daughter. And I guess she was 8 before she was 7. Get it? 8 before 7. It's a terrible joke. Terrible, terrible joke. Not funny at all. But you know what? We're here. So, you're welcome, guys. You can retell that. You have my permission. I just think dad jokes are some of the best because they're like inadvertently dry, but absolutely hilarious. They're like really cringe for the most part. But, and they're not always, like, they're not raunchy or anything. And you can tell them anywhere. And pretty much everyone will like shake their head and give a smirk or smile or something. They're just pretty universally just accepted. Alright, so let's get... tempted to get these upgrades, but I had a plan. I was going to upgrade all of these for the diamonds. But I could do the dark matter upgrades. That one requires one more. Still a couple for that one. One for the green emerald one. Get some of the hands out there. Buy more hands. And then let's wait for another 100k or 200k. I think another dark matter upgrade is 120k. So I guess I'll just keep spinning around until the rest of eternity. The area increase upgrade, I have 5 more. And then I don't know if I have any more. Yeah, there's no more area increase upgrades there. That's crazy. Are the idle hands really that good? I could have been missing like an entire part of it while I'm in the skill tree. The idle hands are just going ham. How are the diamonds doing now? 143k for the highest. And that's if I roll a 1. That's because I have all the 10% upgrades on the 1 and not the 6. And that's what needs to change, guys. I need to change that. And then I need to upgrade the combo portion of it. That way, actually I can upgrade the area again. And then even the diamond die. But area increase first. Save the wrist. That way we can twirl for another day. I'm thinking I get the 6 upgrades, get all of those, and then just work down from there. I think that might be the play, but I could also get the total, like the gold dye upgrade, the emerald dye upgrade, the ruby dye upgrade. That way we have more dye and therefore we get more dark matter. Because I still think we're at about 3k each second, which isn't bad. But we're just trying to get to numbers that we have never even heard of. So we're at 350k, 360. We're going to go idle. And then we're going to start working on these upgrades. So we have one more of those. We can get the general multiplier for all dye. Probably helpful, right? I don't even have the max upgrade for this. So it must have applied this multiplier, actually. We got to keep doing these. 100% income. That would be huge too. But let's start just doing one of these each. Base multiplier 10%. Require way less. Increased number, not so much interested in that, but the combo number I am interested in. That's going to help us out. Now we're talking 163k for the highest number. And then we can get the area increase upgrade, and then we have one more. And then we're pretty much done with the area increase upgrades, I think. I haven't upgraded everything, so there's probably something that branches out that gives more. Because why would it end on 70? That's kind of a weird number to end on, where everything else in the shop ends in 100 as the max. So I guess we'll find out. And we got it. We got the final area upgrade. The circle's pretty huge. I can cover just about everything here. Yeah, my mic is picking up some of the mouse movements, which, sorry guys if I have to upload with mouse movements and stuff, the sound from it. You know, sorry about that, but I guess that's the price you have to pay when you're starting out and you don't really have much. I enjoyed the pistols only episode from the Cole LLC. It's a really fun challenge and it really forced me to be really efficient with my days. You know, I really enjoyed that and it made it so it paid off. Like that was a really satisfying part. You know, sometimes it's really satisfying in Cole LLC to, you know, just be super overpowered and blast through all of the layers and to gather all of the ore and have like 100 million times the quota. But like with the pistol, like I was forced to just really think about my next moves, make sure that I was being as efficient as possible and gathering the right ore at the right time, like getting my quota and then going immediately to the more valuable stuff. Like, oh, so it was really nice and really fun. I enjoyed that episode a lot. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and watch that. It was really enjoyable. You know, I like to make little stories for my videos as well. Because like the most powerful wizard, you know, taken from Lord of the Rings, and then the poison episode with water bending, and with the Avatar, which the Avatar series on Netflix was an absolute disgrace. We're going idle here. Absolute disgrace. Can't believe I'm bringing it up again. I think it's just because I'm so upset about it. It's just not even, it's not okay. Okay, let's go back. We're back in. I need to buy more diamond dye. What are we at now? 238k for the highest. That's huge. Get a diamond upgrade. That's going to add to the values nicely. But yeah, the original series, animated series, is the best. You can't top that. Uncle Iroh, man, such a wise dude. Love that character so much. And the Leaves from the Vine song, so beautiful. They're different, like remakes of it. Some people have done like very soft piano makes of it. And funny story, when my wife and I just got engaged, we had a very short engagement, and I was super thankful for that. And when we were looking for a song for her to walk down the aisle to, because we didn't want the generic wedding song, I showed her the Leaves from the Vine song, and she thought it was so beautiful, and she like told me that she was crying because she could imagine herself walking down the aisle to it. And then I had to tell her that it was from Avatar, and then once I told her that, then she's just like, nah, I can't do it. It was a really funny thing. I laughed so hard when she said that she was crying thinking about it and she wanted to do it. It's hilarious. All right, we'll do diamond income upgrades there, and then we'll do ruby income upgrades. We'll let this go for about 30 more seconds because I'm interested in seeing how high the diamond value goes up, what the highest roll will be. We're getting close to about 10 million per second in money. But yeah, she ended up settling with the Unforgettable song. Such a gorgeous song. Yeah, she found a nice piano version of it. It's like one of the first songs that I sang to her on one of our first dates, and she had never forgotten that, and it was only suiting that, you know, it played as she was walking down the aisle, because it was one of the first songs I played for her, and might as well be one of the last before we become one. So that was a pretty special moment. And I don't know how people do it up there as far as like holding yourself together. Like I'm not a very emotional guy whatsoever. Like I hardly cry ever. But once I saw my wife go down the aisle, I was like, man, this is it. This is where I lose my manhood right here. This is where I let it go. And it's not like I was bawling or anything, but like my eyes were tearing up quite a bit. And so it was nice. It's just like the weight of marriage just like falls on you in that moment. And congratulations, guys, $1 billion. We made it. And yeah, it's just the weight of marriage and like what it represents, and understanding like, okay, you need to take care of this person. It is your duty. It's no one else's job. And, you know, you got to do it sacrificially. There's no keeping tabs in marriage, guys. No keeping tabs. As soon as you start keeping tabs, there's just nothing good will come from that. You're supposed to work and give sacrificially, and that goes on both parts. It's not one-sided. That's the only advice I have. Not the only advice, but keeping Christ first is very, very important. It is the number one. And then all that other stuff that I just mentioned, it's like Christ never kept tabs on us. It's like we can't really, like he gave all for us. We didn't do anything to deserve that. And so we reflect that in marriage, because that's what marriage represents. And so no keeping tabs. So in all my yapping, I almost got $1 billion again, and we have 750k dark matter, so we can definitely afford some upgrades, I would say. Let's go for, do we go for the last? Yeah, we do. What are we, chumps? Go for all of the dark matter upgrades. So we need 128k plus 160, and then we have all the dark matter upgrades. That's going to be pretty big for us, actually. The recover speed, no sleeping. Is there any upgrades beyond this? Highest is 350 on that. That's what I'm talking about. So let's get back going on this. We have 1.1 billion. We'll get the rest of the ruby upgrades. We'll get diamond upgrades as we go. Get more diamonds. And then we're getting pretty close to kind of snowballing here. I think we already are, in a way, because we're making tons of money, and dark matter isn't going up as fast as it should. I don't want to cheat or anything and do any macros, so we're going to do this legit. We're going to max out legitimately. So we're just going to keep on grinding. Keep on going. 180k of the dark matter. Getting closer. We can at least buy some of them. So now we have just this one left at 160k. So we need 90k. And then from there, we have no more dark matter upgrades. We just need to get more dice to get more dark matter. So we would need more diamond dice and gold die, emerald die, ruby die. Get the helper hands out there. Now, a question for you guys. Do the helper hands actually help out that much? I know maybe once you get enough of them, then they help out a lot, but you know, I have a hard time seeing it, especially since I'm so effective. Like, look at that. Earn a total of $10 billion. Come on, guys. Like, what? The hands could never do this. Maybe if I keep my mouse far away enough, the mic won't pick it up. But I don't think that's true. Doesn't seem to be true. What if I switch it to... No, that's way loud. No way. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to buy these die, and then I'm going to get this upgrade. It's pretty huge. Get the 15% upgrade there. There's that upgrade, but it's not that helpful. Roll a higher number. Should I just get all of these upgrades? Get all the hand upgrades, 8,000 each. And just keep buying all of them. If only there was a buy all button there. Overall though, we've been doing pretty well. All by ourselves here. All by myself. Don't wanna be. Let's see. So if I just sit here, getting about 1,000 dark matter per second. Versus if I just do it non-violently around probably 4k now per second. That's stretching it. Still probably about 3. Yeah, that's a lot safer number to say. But the upgrade for diamonds is still up there. The more we upgrade the diamond value though, the more we can afford. And then we could eventually just afford the diamond dice upgrades. But yeah, we could just buy these straight up, and then that allows for more combo wombos. So we still just need more die. I need to do the idol, and then, although I am so interested if there's something beyond this, like that goes out this way. Because it just looks like it should. And I did it, and it doesn't. Oh, that's so typical. Okay, so I need the gold amount upgrades here. So there's one left there. Get the emerald ones. 96Ks. What's left? Roll speed. Roll speed is pretty cheap, all things considered. Get all these. Pretty minuscule as far as what it costs. Yeah, I can get that super easily. So there's one more upgrade for the emeralds, and if I save up enough, then I should be able to afford it pretty easily. I didn't know how much the amount for it was. It was like 90k or something for the next upgrade. Yeah, 96. I already got. And we have max on that one. So we need 2 more, which is about 250 million worth. So just keep on going. We are 100%ing this game, guys. 100%. Black and gold. We can do this, guys. We can do this. We just have to believe. I'm twirling the other way instead. This doesn't seem right. It's clockwise. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. It's inefficient. We're not doing it correctly. So let's look at the upgrades. We can just do more dye. Throw another dye in there. Okay, so we should be upgrading our... I feel like our combo. Keep doing our combo. 10 to the base multiplier there. That's pretty huge. Just wait for this real quick. Okay, the next one is 68k. So we're at 380k for the highest roll that we can do. Our millions are going up pretty quickly. But at this point, we're just waiting for the dark matter. Because if we're 100%ing this, we are just waiting for the dark matter. Because I don't think there's anything else we can upgrade in the game besides getting more dye there, and we need to get all the achievements, guys. I'm slowly trying to talk myself out of this. Oh yeah, the big circles. Big circles. Gotta change it up every once in a while. 200k. So get me in there with one of those. And 5%. And a few more. So we need 3 more of those upgrades. So that's going to cost us 100k maybe. 120k. Depending on how far it goes up every time. If it doubles each time, then we're going to need about 200k. Which is very possible it does that. Now we're going up pretty significantly. How fast... If I have it idle, how fast does it go up? So we're talking maybe 2,000 a second. I'd say it's probably like 1,500. Versus when we do it, it's still about 3,000 per second, maybe 4. Probably getting closer to the 4,000 mark. We need 717 million for the next diamond dice. Current moment we have more diamond dice than we have ruby dices, which doesn't seem right. And get the final upgrades for this 40, 52. So that was a lot less of an increase than I was expecting, which is huge for us. So let's get the last hand upgrades. So we should be at like 200 now for that. General income for that. Upgrade all that. And just keep doing all these random upgrades. Could just keep on doing it if we had it on idle, but we were not. We keep forgetting to put it on idle when we go into the skill tree. Let's just buy all of these. Have 200 helper hands. Easy. It's my pleasure. Pull Chick-fil-A. It's my pleasure. So we pretty much have all those upgrades. We have 5 more of the diamond income upgrades, and that's going to be like, what, $7 billion? Maybe 10? 10 to be safe, $1 billion. We're back to going the clockwise. If I do it slow, then it's not that bad. It's just when I do it fast, it really gets to my wrist. Alright, can upgrade that. 1.6. So yeah. If we have 4 more and it goes up to 2.1, so that would bring us to about 3.7, and then like 2.7 maybe, or even 3. Man, we're talking like 12 mil to get the rest of these upgrades. How much are we bringing in? 860k for the highest. Okay, so our diamonds are bringing in way more than everything else. So we really just need to upgrade all the diamonds and then get to our rubies so that we can have another source of income, because the difference between our diamonds and our rubies it's just significant. It's so significant, and it shouldn't be like that. So what I'm probably going to do is do the skill tree and then buy the ruby dye upgrade, get all 10 of those, and then buy that. And I didn't get the upgrade there. So it's 24 million. Sorry. Man, we can afford a ton. We spent $1 billion that quickly. That's crazy. Ruby die. Yes, really looking forward to finishing this game, getting it 100% done. Not because it's a bad game or anything, but just because I really want to complete it. It's been really fun. This is like a game that every once in a while you just go back to and you just beat to assure that everything is right in the world, because you make sure that your skills are correct. You could probably do like speed runs of this too. See how fast you can do it. Or just do what I was talking about earlier with just creating a bot to do it via like vision or something like that. Because it would find or a machine learning bot, and it would find the fastest way to get the most amount of money, the most amount of dark matter. And it would probably do it in a way that you wouldn't imagine. Watching some of the bots play a lot of the speedrun games, like they're able to do key combinations that no one else can do, like because it's physically impossible. Like they're pressing like 18 buttons at the same time and then doing different button sequences perfectly timed to cause certain effects. And yeah, we can't do that every time, not consistently at least. Let's look at the cash flow, 932. Let's look at the tree. It would be interesting to get, we really should just get the rest of these upgrades. 80 income, 15% general income, 40 income. Man, those were expensive. And we'll get the 1 value, the 2 value, and that costs 5,000. So we're looking at like 100% income. That's going to be a pretty decent one, actually. So we're looking at like maybe 200,000 dark matter to upgrade all of the, no, not even that. It's going to be way more. It's going to be like 350 to 500k to upgrade all of the values on the diamond die. Still 932 is the highest. We need to double the value, or add a chance to double the value. We have 3 more upgrades, 2.6, so it's just pretty much what I thought. It's going to be really expensive to get all the diamond die. It's going to require a lot of time, but I am willing to do it, guys. Don't you worry. It's just, is my computer going to be able to store all of the footage for this, to where then I can cut out what needs to be cut out. Cut out most of the waiting. I'm going to hit up this and just buy all these upgrades real quick. Man, they're expensive. Not buy all these upgrades real quick. So we're talking like 1 million more. We can do that. What else are we going to do with our time? Get the ruby dies. But yeah, once we get all of the diamond die upgrades, then it's pretty much just upgrading everything else that's down below it. Nothing else is going to get anywhere near the 930,000 that our diamond die are getting. So once we get there, I probably will just cut it to where it shows the end result, because it's just going to be a lot of grinding from there on. And that's not going to be fun for anyone. I mean, Cole LLC, at least you see a different scene the entire time. For the most part, you've just seen a circle go around in circles, which is an absolute paradox. And then inside of a square screen where there's a bunch of other smaller squares on the screen flying around, and then there's a bunch of smaller black dots flying across the screen, and you know, you've seen that for the last hour or two. You know, why would you want to watch more of that? Unless you wanted to fall asleep. If that's your goal, then I can start singing melodies and lullabies at this point. Alright, go to the skill tree, unlock this, go for this one for 5s. Now we did all of them for that. Let's wait for 160 so that we have a chance to double the income. The dark matter is going up pretty quickly actually at this point. Looks like we're gonna be snowballing here real quick. Go idle there, double the income, another 5% to 100% chance. Wow. Oh, so these just keep on branching out. Earn a total of 10 million dark matter. You're welcome. We did it here first, folks, so you didn't have to. 1.4 billion. And we got our last ruby die. So all we have left are the diamond die upgrades, and then the rest of the upgrades in the skill tree. All right, let's max out. Let's get this 160k for that. Man, these are expensive. We're talking like 400k for the rest of those upgrades. I'm here for it. It's a good thing we're doing the most expensive one first. That way the rest of them are going to feel like nothing. It is going to be worth it just to get it once we get the 160k though. Just to increase our chances at that point. Another 160k. Okay. I thought it was going to increase significantly. So it just stays the same. That's really nice. Thank you, Incredicer dev, for doing that. You just saved me a long time. Get more of those and we'll get the last one here once we get that amount. We're looking at 1.4 mil for the highest diamond diamond roll. That's pretty good. We're sitting kind of pretty with that. 30 more K until we get the last upgrade. Okay, let's look at this. Get that upgrade. Now we have this one, that one, and that one. All right. We can afford the last diamond die there at 75. I mean, it's not the last one, but last one before we start just doing the diamond income upgrades. Because if we finish these up, then we can snowball that faster than if we just added more die. Because it's not like I'm rolling all the die the most efficiently, that is. So I'm just going to go in here, work on that one. Of course, that one branches off again. I don't even know what it did. I just bought it. It seems about right for a billionaire. One of the greatest scenes in a movie is when in Batman Begins, when he goes to the restaurant and he buys when he actually just buys the restaurant. It's so great. And then in The Dark Knight, when he's meeting with Rachel and Harvey at his restaurant, and he's like, let's put this table together. Harvey's like, yeah, I don't know if they do that here. And he's like, oh, they should. I own the place. It's like, that's just such a Chad move. So insane. Just the aura after that. 4.29 billion. Okay. We're here. We hear you. We're getting close with all these diamond upgrades. It's like, I feel like if I even had the money to do that, I wouldn't have the gall to impede on someone else's date like that. Even though he knew both of them. There's a point where you read the room and you know when to just chill. Some people know that, or have that ability. Some people don't have the ability to read the room. 4.29. We're getting millions on millions. 6.87. Okay. So it's way more than I originally anticipated. Let's get these upgrades. Work on this. So now we're working on this one, and then we have these two. And then it's just a grind. Alright, get this one maxed out. Get that one. This one's gonna be expensive though. I feel like it's gonna bring me into the millions of dark matter. It's gonna kill me. Alright, so I actually got an error that I ran out of disk space because this video was going on for a bit. So I just removed some of my final cuts for Cola LLC, which is alright, but we're still going with this. In a minute here though, I am going to, once I finish the diamond upgrades, like there's my 10 out of 10 diamond income. All of this is maxed out. Shop needs 25 more diamond dice, but I don't have all the upgrades for that. So once I get the upgrades for that, then I'm just going to skip ahead to me maxing everything else. So I need 153 million, no, 153k of that. That'll just speed through me upgrading everything else. 153,000. Final upgrade there. So I will see you guys once I start completing the rest of these. Finishing the ruby upgrades. Hopefully. Yeah, we got all the ruby upgrades. So now we're moving to the emerald upgrades. And we're about to finish the emerald upgrades. And yeah, that was it for that one. So now we're on to the gold, and then we have the silver, and then we have done just about everything. So I'll just do these real quick. And we're back at it. We're almost to 1 million dark matter, so we're probably going to be able to upgrade just about everything from here. We have 42 million cash. I mean, look at all the numbers go up. This is crazy. Let's look at the skill tree. Let's get the rest of that. This. I'd be shocked if we weren't able to upgrade everything from here. We already did about 500,000 worth of upgrades. It really branches out. It is. Oh man, I can't believe we had 1 million and we only did the gold upgrades. That is crazy. So all we have left is the silver, and then we've 100% of the game. Alright, see you guys in a few again. Alright, we're at 66 million cash at this point, almost another 1 million dark matter. Let's look at the skill tree. Man, there's a lot of green that we need to upgrade. Just go around here getting these. These aren't as expensive as the golds were. So I'd be shocked if we weren't able to afford all of these. The hand's cramping. I need to finish though. $240k left. Can we do it? Complete the skill tree. We just got that achievement. Look at that, guys. 100% complete. Oh, you know what? We still have 3 diamond dice to get. I have 72 million. Yeah, we definitely got it. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, you completed the Incredicer. It took us 3 hours, 38 minutes, and 25 seconds. Can't say I'm proud of that, but I had a lot of fun doing this, and I'm glad you guys were here to join. And if you're at this screen, congratulations. You also 100% completed this video. So if you were able to do that, leave a comment, and if you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more videos like this, check out some of the Cola LLC videos or any of the Mega Bonk videos too. And if you want to see some of the newer or the older stuff, the first videos that I've made. But thank you guys for joining along, and I will see you guys next time.